Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for March 9th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, starting here we have two sixes. This 6 also looks up, putting a 6 in one of these two cells. We also have this 7. It does put a 7 in one of these two. Let's see, vertically we have all our 7s. We do have two 6s, and this 6 helps quite a bit, placing the 6 in this box. So these two 6s look in, this 6 looks down, putting a 6 in one of these two. Do we get more with 6s? Because, let's see, one of these two, I think that's all we get. So we've got 6s here, 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 and somewhere in here, like these three. Okay. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay. Okay, that's it with 6s. I guess we could just take a look at these vertically. So we have 1s. 1's in one of these. Come on, one of these three. The 3. I don't see anything with 3. We have the 4. We've got these 4s like this. Oops, I meant to click these. Doesn't really do anything. We have the 6s. We already looked at the 9. Nothing with 9. Okay. I'm going to look at what 4 digits remain in this box. We need a 2, 5, 7, 8. So we know these are 2, 5, 8. This can't be a 5. This can't be an 8. 2, 5, 7, 8. Well, this one's not 5, so this is 2, 7, 8. I think this can be any of 2, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so I don't think we get much out of this. Let's move on to the next band, which is probably more fruitful. We have this 5. Places 5 in this box with this 5 helping. That wasn't clear. These two 5s now look left, placing a 5 here. These two 5s look up, putting a 5 in one of these three. Anything else with 5s? Let's see. We can, let's see, 5's in one of these two. Fortunately, okay, I mean 5's up here somewhere. All right. That's it for 5. Let's look at the 2's then. 2 is in one of these three. Vertically, I don't see anything. We've got the, what's the next one? We did 5 already. The 6 we did already. 7. So these, we have all our 7s here. 7's in one of these two, but I mean, this is just going to be, let's just fill this triple now. We need a 1, we have 2, we need 3, and we need 7. Okay. But we're not going to find a whole lot from that. And then the 9. We do have two 9s. This 9 helps, puts a 9 in one of these two. All right, I'm noticing these two digits here are not corner marked. So we have the 1, 2, 6, and 9 corner marked. Could be worth taking a look. So these could be 3, 4, not 5, 6, could be 7, 8. And so this can't be the 4 or the 7, right? So that's 3, 8 only, and this can't be the 3. 3, 8, 2, 8. This whole row is just 1, 3, 6, 8. This can't be 1, 3, so this is 6, 8. This can't be 8, so this is 1, 3, 6. So 8 in this row is in one of these two. That is going to claim the box. What do I mean by that? Well, this row needs an 8, right? Where's it going to get an 8? Either this cell or this cell. Those are the only two cells. Both of those are in box 5. So wherever the 8 ends up, it's going to be the 8 for box 5. So we cannot put an 8 in any of these cells. So this can't be 8. And in fact, that means for this row, the 8's in one of these two. What about this column then? Because we've restricted 8 to 2 places in this box. It's not in this spot only because there's a 9 sitting there. So these can't be 8. And we know this one's not an 8. Unfortunately, there are still 3 places for 8 in the box. Okay. Okay, so that was the 3, 8 in the... did the claiming 8s do anything else? This is not 8. Let's just look at this whole row. We need a 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. So this can't be the 4 or the 8. So this is 1, 3, 7. I suppose it already couldn't have been 8, so it's not as exciting as this not being 8. Huh. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. I mean, these are not 7. 1, 3, 4, 8. Nothing there. In fact, that's this whole box, 1, 3, 4, 8. So these can't be 8. So these are 1, 3, 4. Okay. I don't think I get anything else out of this band for now. Let's move on to the next band. So let's just start with 5, 6, 7 here. So we do have two 5s. We already have that marked. The 6s we took care of. The 7, Nothing with 7. Okay. And then we've got the 1 and the 8 here. So we do have 2 1s. What's a 1 and one of these two? We want to check for where 1 goes in this column, but it can go in 3 places, so not helpful. And then the 3, 4, and 5 don't do anything. Oh, okay. Vertically, I missed that we have these 4s. So there's a 4 and 1 of these two. We got the 5. The 3 doesn't help. The 1 doesn't help. Okay. Just double checking verticals. 5, 6. Okay. Well, we didn't get much out of that at all, did we? So let's look for low-hanging fruit. I'm going to start with rows here. This row is down to 4 places. We need a 2, 6, 7, 9. Well, the 6, 7 can't go here. If the 6, 7 isn't here, then the 6, 7 has to be here. And that leaves behind whatever the other digits I said were. The 2 and the 9, I suppose. And this 2 tells us the order. That's 2, that's 9. The 9 does as well. Okay, so now let's follow up on those 2s. 2's in one of these two. Check for 2 in this row. It can be in 3 places. All right. And then the 9s, look up, and the 9's actually placed. So that places the 9 and the 2. So now these 2 9s look over. This 9 looks up, putting a 9 in one of these two. I don't think the 2 is as helpful. Unfortunately not. But this column has been reduced to 1, 3, 4, 8. I believe this can be any of 1, 3, 4, 8. This can't be 1, so it's 3, 4, 8. This can be any of them. In fact, that's this whole box then, 1, 3, 4, 8. So this is also 3, 4, 8. Nothing else to speak of there. We got the 6, 7 pair here. So 2 and 9 were removed from these two. 9 is now in one of these 2 cells in this box. 9 is pretty open here. So this cell here should be limited. It could be a 2. Can't be 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 7. Cannot be 8, 9. So it's down to just 2, 7. That's 6, 7. This is not a 7 or an 8, 9. In fact, the 8 looking down, this 8 looking in, puts an 8 in one of these two. But we can do more than just corner mark because we have 2 overlapping corner marks here. One of these two has to be an 8. One of these two has to be a 9. That's what these corner marks are telling us. Well, if one of them's an 8 and one of them's a 9, we can't fit anything else in there. So that's a hidden pair, just like the 6, 7 was. And that leaves 2, 6 here. Oopsie. 2, 6 here. So the 2's in one of these two. That points up along with this 2, and this 2 looks in, putting a 2 in one of these two. Okay. In fact, this whole column is what? 2, 7, 8, 9? So this can't be 2 or 9, so this is 7, 8. This can't be 7 or 9, so this is 2, 8. Forming a 2, 8 pair in this row, giving us this 5. Can't be 2 anymore because it's a 2, 8 pair, so it's only 5. And that leaves behind 1, 4, 6, it looks like. Let's fill out 1, 4, 6. That's not 6, that's not 4. And then this 5 looking down does give us this 5 as well. All right. This is 2, 7, 8, not a 2. So the row. 2's in one of these 2 cells. That points. That can't be 2 anymore, so the pointing. All right, how do I continue to follow up on this? Just got a whole lot of stuff. So I remember I got this 2, 9. I got this 5. I got this 2, 8 pair, the 1, 4, 6. So these can't be 2, 8 anymore. This can't be 8. Huh. All right, let's look at this column. It's down to 1, 3, 4, 8. Okay, this one's not 1. It's 3, 4, 8. Oops. Not 4 either. It's 3, 8. Huh. All right, what else can I look at? Getting a little busy here. Let's see, is this cell limited? 2, 7, 8, 9? No, it's not. 8, 9. We got this 8, 9, so 2, 6, 7 are removed from these cells. So this can't be 2 or 7. So the 7 in this column is actually one of these 2 cells. So that claims the 7 from these cells. I bet these are quite limited then. I mean, the box has nothing placed, but let's see. So we need a 1, which can go up here. They can't be 2. They could be 3 anywhere. All right. The top can, these two, only this one can be 4 of these 4 cells. I'm only looking at these 4 cells. The 5 is only in these 2. Yeah, we have that corner marked. They're not 6. They're not 7. 8 can go in these 2. And then the 9 can go in just this one. Yeah, of those 4. Okay, so 1, 3, 4, 8 is not worth marking. Is there anything I can clean up there? Yes, I have a 7, 8 pair here, which I actually just noticed. So this 7, 8 pair removes 8 from here. In fact, we're down to 1, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 3, 4. Any of them? So does this help me, or did I just pencil them for reasons? 3, 8, 9. 8, 9, 1, 3. I'm not seeing anything immediately. We've got 1, 3, 4 and a 1, 3. 1, 3, 7. No, it's not enough. I don't think we have... Actually, we have a hidden 8, 9 pair in this column. So why did that happen? Why is this? Oh, yeah. So this can't be an 8 because of the 7, 8 pair. It can't be a 9 because of that 9. So this isn't it. This can't be an 8 because of the 2, 8 pair. It can't be a 9 because of that 9 here. So 2, 8 pair and 9 does that. The 8, 9's in this box already. And then this sees 8, 9. So 8, 9 in this column is a hidden pair. So this can't actually be a 3. This is our 8, 9. And then that means that this is going to be a 1, 3, 4, 6, 7 quint. Which I did not spot as a quint. I just saw the 8, 9s. So this not being 3, is that helpful? Unfortunately, no. There's at least 2 places for 3. This can also be a 3. Okay, this 7, 8 pair, yeah, I already looked at 1, 3, 4, 5. What's this box need? It needs 1, 3, 4, 5, 8. Well, this can't be 1 or 4. So this is 3, 5, 8. Three, 5, 8 triple in this row. Holy cow. Okay, so this kind of triple I invariably get questions about, and it's understandable. So I will try to explain it, and maybe a good refresher for those who've already seen it. But what we're talking about is a naked triple. There's 2 kinds of triples. There's the naked triple and the hidden triple. I think people get them confused. The logic is different. They're both triples because they involve 3 cells, but they're very different from each other. And in fact, we have a naked triple here. They're kind of 2 sides of the same coin. You got to look at the other cells. So since we have a naked triple here, since there's 3 more cells left in the row, we're going to have a hidden triple in these 3 cells. They'd have the same effect. So what is the effect? Let's look at the naked triple here. So we have penciled center marked each of these cells with what digits it could still be in the solution. We call those candidates, right? So in this solution, this will be a 3 or an 8, this will be a 3, 5 or an 8, and this will be a 3, 5. The other thing we know about these 3 cells is they have to have 3 different digits in them because they share a row. Can't repeat digits in a row, so we need 3 different digits to put in these 3 cells. Well, I can put a 3, I can put a 5, and I can put an 8, but there aren't any other digits I can put in. There are no, other than 3, 5, 8, there's nothing I can put in here. In fact, I can't even put a 5, but that doesn't matter. Other than 3, 5, 8, there's nothing. Other than 3, 5, 8, there's nothing. Other than 3, 5, 8, there's nothing. Again, can't put an 8, but that doesn't matter because there's nothing additional that I can put in here. So if I wanted to avoid putting a 3, 5, or an 8 in these 3 cells, I wouldn't be able to because there wouldn't be another digit to place in them. Right? One of these will use a 3, one of these will use a 5, one of these will use an 8. This one won't use the 8, this one won't use the 5, but that doesn't matter. What matters is within these 3 cells, the 3, 5, and 8 get used up. And if that's the case, how am I going to put another 3, 5, or 8 in this row? And the answer is I'm not. So for example, this can't be 8, and this can't be 8. In general, so that makes this a 9, right? Because if it can't be 8, it makes this a 9. And then this can't be an 8, so we just have 2 and 7 remaining for the row with the 9. So this would have been a hidden 2, 7, 9 In fact, yeah, it would have been a hidden 279 triple, which then resolved the 9, giving you a hidden 2-7 pair. So that 9 gives us this 8 here, gives us the 9 here. These cannot be 8, so that leaves a 1-8 pair here. All right, we have a 3-4 pair and a 1-8 pair. So this triple behind is 2. I'm trying to find the other digit. 2-5-7. So the 5. No, we already have a 5. Good. I was like, I can't place a 5. Let's do it again. It's 2-7-9. So the 9 can only go here. This 9 looks down. So this is going to be our 9, and then this is 2 or 7. That 9 actually, that removes one of our 9 corner marks. So if we look at this box, there's only one cell left with 9. Now I only ever either corner mark in 2 different places in the box, or if it's 3 places, it's all in a row. So you don't have to scan everywhere for the other 9. If you see a 9 in the same row, just keep looking in that row. And if it's not there, then you know that's the only 9 left. But you can also just look at the whole box. Anyway, that did use up a 2. There's only one more 2 in this box. We can place the 2 as well. That gives us the 7 and the 6 and the 7 and the 2 and the 6. All right, that gives us the 8, the 3, and the 1 and the 3 and the 7. All right, that gives us the 4 and the 1 and the 6, and whatever this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's the 7. That gives us the 7, 8, and 2. Gives us the 7, 2, 8, 4, 1, 6. I think we've cracked this puzzle. What do you think? That's not 7. That's a 4. Gives us 3 and 4 down here, giving us 1 and 4. All right, that is not a 3. I don't need these green anymore. That's not a 4. Oh yeah, we get the 8 and the 1 down here. That gives us the 8 here. It gives us the 5, 3, and 8. And whatever this is, a 1. Whatever this is, a 3. We get the 3 and the 5. And then down here we need a 2. We need a 3. And we need a 4. And we're done. All right. Some interesting spots in this one, for sure. I think that this 3, 5, 8, that's what cracked our puzzle. That could be what people get stuck on, for sure. It's not an easy triple to spot. But we in order to even make this a 9, we had to spot the hidden 8, 9 in this column as well, which is also not an easy spot. So I think you need the hidden 8, 9 here, and you need the 3, 5, 8 naked triple here, or maybe you find the 2, 7, 9 hidden here. Not sure how which one's easier for you, or which one you happen to spot first. All right, cool. Well, neat puzzle today. Let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.